What's up, Elf? Figured I might as well stream some stuff on the good old DatEarth in case anything crazy pops off like last night. Because everybody was like, why aren't you streaming at these times? And I'm like, exactly, right? So, figured just in case anything pops off, might as well. So, which it was pretty interesting because one of the Caribbean dudes was actually next to a Sunder, so I don't know what was going on there. Those are pretty okay. You should look into Mason Grace. I'm having a lot of fun with that, honestly. I think it's only like $7 too, so it doesn't cost you like an arm and a leg. I'm not too crazy about Pavlov. I think Blade and Sorcerer is the one that Goof really liked, so. Yeah, Rocker. Well, the good thing about Mason Grace is it's not like GPU intensive. I'm not sure about Blade and Sorcery though. I know Pavlov can be a little iffy here and there, but I've never really had too much of a problem with it. Usually it's the ones when you start getting into like Arizona Sunshine, that's when it really starts kicking off. Send him to the gulag.
Hey, Bolt.
What's up, gamer?
Another fine day in America.
America. I decided to take Patch's advice last night and might as well stream just in case anything crazy happens.
I mean, might as well.
I know the Caribbean boys were crying in the chat earlier. So Cheat and Air got banned for 2 weeks for X-Ray.
What a surprise! What a
surprise!
Wow.
Yeah. Just sounds like you're just trying to get someone banned.
I'm literally
Thanks, James.
shocked
You're
by
great.
this development.
Yeah. Whatever will the Caribbeans do without him? And then I saw Sunder put a thing in the chat, or one of them was crying and was like, "This is it. I might just leave." And Sunder was like, "Please, just do it for us all."
Yeah, please.
We're allied with Mexico now.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's nice. I'm stacking up the outpost with some stuff, so...
Working on home a little bit.
Home on the range. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Need some more chests.
I mean, I'll be real. That explains how they got all the diamonds and stuff so fast. Like, you know, it was sitting there using an X-ray thing. So, like, you know, there we go. Like, no good Caribbeans once again. It's almost like there's a reason why everyone has a problem with them on the server. Wow.
Yeah. Ore, food, armory stuff. What else am I missing? Probably.
Do you guys got a farm chest or whatever?
I have it just thrown down in the, what's it called? The underground farm, so... Let's see. Crafted items, nether, cobble, glass, misc blocks, precious items, potions. Maybe I should make a potions chest, actually. Outpost. Potions. I mean, what's the point of a potion if you can just shoot through glass, honestly, though? Like, guns go right through potions, so... let's see... Move all this over. Armory. Let's see, any food here I can move over? No, not really right now, at least. Lapis and that. Maybe I'll put this over there. Mexico was like, "We'll be your slaves and build a wall." I was like, we don't need. I was like, we don't need to build a wall. Aside from the fact there's already one built, but still, like, we don't need one for Mexico. Like, honestly, we need to set up something.
We just need to build a giant glass dome over New Orleans. That's what we need.
Yeah,
it needs to be like that episode, that one show Inside the Dome.
Oh, what's it called?
Or whatever it is, yeah.
It's not a shelter city. What is it called?
Sanctuary City.
Sanctuary City. Thank you. It pretty much is a shelter city, but it just sounds better than you say sanctuary. Let's go see. I don't think I even have an axe on me. Yeah. Dine map can be good and bad.
I mean, there's some advantages to it, yeah.
Looks
but
like they're all just
like,
chilling, honestly, in the Caribbean.
Yeah, basically.
Let me see if I can actually pull up the Dine map on stream here. Let's see. Browser source, add source, browser source. No, it won't work. It's the part that sucks. When I'm trying to pull up so people could see the map in real time also, and I can see it also, so I don't have to tab out here and there to see it.
Yeah, you'd have to do some like magic with like OBS to do that. You have to like set one window capture and do a bunch of other stuff.
How it works right now is the Dine map. The Dine map is set up so you can only see like the middle of Africa basically when it starts going in there. I guess because that's like the spawn. I don't know, but.
And you kind of have to move it around with your mouse cursor.
Yeah, the thing is, it won't let me move it around though on here, so I'm like kind of out of luck a little bit.
So wait, is there like a jail thing now? What's the deal with
There's always been a jail thing, just no one used it.
Oh,
I thought that was funny when I saw that in the chat.
Yes.
I was like, I got El Chapo breaking out of jail.
El Chapo breaks out of jail with his like wooden picket.
Yeah.
Someone smuggled in 3 pieces of wood and 2 sticks, and now there's a problem.
Let's see. Outpost has come along really nice, though. I'll say that.
Yeah, I'll probably head over there just to look, because, yeah.
See, we've got the underground tree farm. I think we got a little area where people have been fishing.
Oh, nice.
I'm trying to get a little farm set up. I've got like a little armory. Of course, there's the mine.
Yep.
It was funny. One of them was crying. They're like, everybody in New Orleans cheats. And I'm like, bro, I had a hard time trying to install Optifine, let alone cheats for Minecraft. You know?
I mean, that's the funny thing. They're like, oh, everyone's cheating. It's like, okay, well, if I was cheating, I'm doing a really poor job of it, considering I was rolling around with mostly, like, iron stuff.
Yeah,
so, I mean, again, like, if you want to really, like, go there, like, your one dude got banned 2 times in a row for cheating, so I wouldn't honestly throw stones at glass houses.
How many people are breaking out of jail?
Yeah, damn.
This is the real problem on the server, is the people breaking out of jail.
They jail by running into the wilderness.
I mean, I can make it a little bit bigger, but if you hit F3 and G, how I have it set up is like, so for instance, say they were to break, oh my goodness. If you hit F3 and G, you can see like the border right here. They can't break these blocks, but they can break the you can break the blocks behind them. So
yeah, but even if you got in here, you'd have to go through the door and everything, and the trap doors. And
yeah, you'd have to be able to go through every single door, and that's a lot of glitching through. Like someone could scum it and glitch through the blocks, probably.
Oh, gee, I wonder who would do that. Like, totally not the Caribbean. Like, totally not the people who've been banned for doing that like 3 or 4 times before, but all.
I'm getting messages from Patrick asking if we want to be allies. I honestly don't know where he's from though, but no.
I don't know where Patrick is.
It says Lisbon. Let's see.
That's in like it should be in the UK, but I'm not sure it might be anywhere.
Portugal.
Yeah, she go back. Oh, Portugal.
And ally add Portugal. Cap's gonna be really happy about that one. The entire chat's just gonna be people breaking out.
Yeah.
Poor Hague. got banned for nothing.
Got banned for flying in boat. Told you about them boats, bro. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't.
Honestly, though, we've been targeted since day one, though.
Yeah,
like we were here for what?
We were not even here like 5 minutes, and Cheatinator shows up with a fucking like flaming bow to get past the spawn protection. I'm like, oh. But never mind. There's no admin on to look at that when that happened. But you know.
Yeah. I love when Cheatinator was like, "Good thing my report went through on Hague. Don't worry, it's only 30 days." I kind of want to find him on the Discord and be like, "Good thing they just caught you cheating, because no one even had to report yet."
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, don't worry, it's only 2 weeks, so that'll give you enough time to finish off school there, bud.
He's gonna steal his mom's credit card and buy an alt account, I bet.
It's actually against the rules to do that, to make an old account, but then again...
I mean, the Caribbeans break every rule.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were just wasting money to make alt accounts to get themselves banned, so...
Yeah, pretty much.
Tons of snow blocks. This guy is just freaking out.
I'd honestly laugh if like someone watched the stream and got really butthurt if you're shit talking them and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna ban you for shit talking on stream." It's like, "Oh,
be mean to me." I have the
being mean to
authority.
the staff on stream. It's like, well, don't watch the stream then. Simple.
Yeah. I think, were you here when we were talking about on one of the Reddit posts? Somebody said the server is like over moderated.
Yeah, that's a funny thought.
I think that's actually the opposite on World too. It's like the Wild West out here. I don't know what's going on in all the other worlds. So,
I mean, it could be a problem where it's like people are moderating, but they're not like actually moderating the right rules, or like the rules are super vague, which they kind of are.
Yeah, the rules.
Because literally the rules are kind of not great. They're kind of garbage, honestly, for the rules. They're really just not. They're not clear on a lot of things, and they're very like vague. I guess on purpose, so the admins can actually make calls on it. But the problem is that the problem is that with rules that vague, if you don't have admins to enforce it, then they're really not. There's no point. Yeah, I'm just lurking on the New Orleans sewer system.
It's funny how the thing that got them banned, like the thing that got him banned last time, was exploiting into someone's house, which we've already talked about this. Like, you can exploit into someone's house, but you can't do jack because you can't open any chest, you can't break anything because the townie lore system doesn't work that way. X-ray mining, yeah, you're gonna need a lot of materials and you can get a lot of stuff faster than people, especially when ore's kind of like sparse and whatnot. But
I mean, it's because they literally aren't even like mining anywhere near their own house. They're going to Africa where no one lives to mine. It's like
yeah, it's like harassing new players you think would be on the top of the list of like problems, but actually it's not. It's actually pretty far down there. It's say something mildly offensive. So
yeah, pretty much. It's like say something that's like slightly offensive and
poor Imperial Japan.
Yeah.
Oh, it actually is working now. The little buy stuff. So cool. I stocked up. Let's see. We're officially over the daily upkeep for like votes. So it's now 510 for the upkeep. So I would love to see what the upkeep in Berlin is. 1,185 a day. But then again, those guys have $66,000.
Yeah,
and they're charging tax. So
they could probably go AFK for like a month and be fine.
Yeah, I'm not charging tax to people. As long as people deposit, I don't care, honestly. Like, there really is no reason to have money unless you're gonna buy some stuff at the shops, because the Caribbeans come around and harass people so much that, like, you might lose all your money. So
I mean, pretty much.
Oh, I was wondering who was online. Let's check the Dine map. Cool Y's online.
Yep.
Let's see.
I mean, this is the problem too. There's really nothing to buy with money besides a helicopter. So wait, let me do /vehicles.
I was actually gonna.
So you can buy a motorboat for 5,000. Apparently, you can get T50 for 10,000. Although I have no idea how that would actually. A Jeep for 4,000. An airplane for 1,200. A B2 for 24,000, and a helicopter for 8,000. I mean, probably the helicopter would be like the best buy out of all of those, but like you'd have to actually save up for that. And again, it's like there's really not much.
Yeah.
Especially because apparently they glitch really hard, and some people have lost their stuff. So, also, give me a second to tunnel over there. Did I leave my stuff in a chest?
New Orleans has an underground railroad. It's not to get the slaves out and to free them. It's actually to stay away from the Caribbeans. What a concept.
It's literally Viet Cong tunnels at this point.
Yeah.
Like, that's exactly what it is. It's Viet Cong tunnel.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's gonna take me a second to tunnel over there. I mean, that's the thing though. It's like the server's a neat concept and a neat idea. It's just that honestly, like I don't really get like some things about it where I'm like, okay, you can shoot through glass. Like, why is that even a thing?
Like, I would totally be down for war and everything if it was on a consistent, even playing field.
Well, that's the problem. It's not even.
I don't want to say skill, but.
Well, it's not even a consistent playing field for, like, materials and stuff, because then you have people like the Caribbean who just cheat all their fucking materials in by using an X-ray mod. It's like, okay, your guy got banned for that. Isn't it a little suspect that suddenly they can pull, like, all this diamond out of their ass without even needing to worry about it?
That's what sucks with the, like, the ore spawns being so different everywhere. So you can just literally, have a situation with Cheatinator where he's going to Africa and just ore mining everything to hell. So, and I don't think they rolled back that area. So.
Oh yeah, true. Now you can fish. That's the good thing. Because fishing you can eventually
I haven't tried
that
yet, or at least had any luck with it.
I've had a lot of luck with it. You need a good fishing rod for it, but I can give you guys it. And,
I really like your American flag there. Asunder.
Oh
my gosh, you have sheep just chilling in here. How did you get inside? There, you just barely had to tip it on the front. Got a little chocolate tree, sheep in here. Dude, I need to get one of those shields. I keep on seeing people with them. Like, they're so easy to make in the Windows 10 version when I was playing with my brother, because I could just go and get ore everywhere. But now it's like I had to go all the way to Canada to start getting ore. So, do you have one? Thank you. So how does this work? Do I just make a shield and then put it on there? Or do I need... Because I know in Windows 10 you need, like, the loom or something it's called.
I think you need to make a banner and then put it on there.
Well, he gave me the American banner. It's funny, I actually have the Japanese American banner in my office. Gotta craft a shield and craft a shield banner. Alright, let me go see how I can do that real quick. I guess it's just in the same crafting table. Because, yeah, in Windows 10 you need the loom to do all that fancy stuff. Let me see. For my office, I have an American flag, I think a Greater Phoenicia and a Carthago flag. I can't remember what the other ones are, honestly. All right, so there's the iron ingots I got, and then what was it? Do I need sticks or something? There's probably be a crafting table in my office, actually. It's iron door. I think it sticks, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the most irritating thing though about the server. Resources are already scarce. Then you have people running around using X-ray mods, cheating in resources,
that's
basically.
how you do it. That's kind of cool.
And then on top of that, those people who cheat in resources then go and bully new players and get their resources. It's like, okay, that's a stupid cycle, right?
It's really cool. American flag there. I need to make some more banners though. See, I've never really made the banners in the Java version because the crafting recipe was kind of like, how do I do this? But then in the Windows 10 version, it's so easy now that they have the loom. That's why I really hope, like, I know the server's 1.14 compatible. I'm really hoping they just pull the trigger and add all the items for 1.14. So,
I mean, it would be nice because then I'd be able to like salvage some other stuff a lot more easily than like.
Yeah, you'll have the. Well, I guess a lot of the plugins and stuff don't work for 1.14. I guess that's another reason they haven't. But
I mean, the plugins barely work for this version. I'll be real. Like,
yeah,
like that's the problem. It's literally that some of the plugins just straight up don't work. It's like okay,
MCM was pretty good, but
there's like some serious drawbacks that don't really make a lot of sense. Like basically. Like, that's the other problem, again, with, like, people who already are built up going after new players, because it's like, oh, hey, we're going to have a helicopter, a gun, and all this other stuff that you literally have no way to fight back against, so we're just going to bully new players until they, like, can't be on the server anymore.
So like, it's been the 24 hours for Star Creator's house.
Oof.
Did you take everything out of it?
No, I didn't take everything out of it. I actually forgot about it, because we had more, like, serious plan. Or a serious problem. Just give me like a second.
Oh, yeah, everything's missing out of his house.
It might have been the Caribbeans.
Yeah, so either he moved out or he got griefed. So
yeah, it could be.
Which I wouldn't doubt, honestly.
So, yeah, really, when it comes down to it. I mean, I was like mostly joking. I was like, hey, you got like this much time to clean up plot. Like, I really don't care. It's just a case of like, he like it's one of those cases I was gonna give him time for it either way. It's just don't like build your house and be like, oh, don't claim this area because like we need like more people. Or we don't need more people. We're actually decently big.
Yeah, we have we got 51 peeps in here. So at this point, honestly, like, yeah, the daily upkeep is a bit of a problem now that it's over that 500 threshold, meaning that you'll have to. Have like at least one person.
Yeah. As long as 2 people get on to vote and you even like do a mission for a day, then like it's
like we still got good money. We got 7K in the bank. Missions definitely help out a ton, but if we're being harassed by the Caribbeans every 5 seconds to leave my house when I'm trying to hunt for cows, then
oh yeah, that's another good one. Oh, the Caribbean sitting there messaging you, going, "Hey, you should disband New Orleans."
I was laughing my ass off at the fact of that because we're not like 4 or 5 buddies. I don't even know if they Discord or whatnot.
Yeah.
Like, we're literally an entire gaming community that was like, hey, you guys want to play Minecraft? Let's go play Minecraft. Like, you know, like, I mean, I like this Earth concept. It's great.
I like the map. That's like the map is not the problem, beautiful. Except for the Origin. The Origin can kiss my ass because the Origin sucks, especially because you basically gotta go to Africa if you want to find anything. Then of course people running around with X-ray packs, and it's like, oh.
Yep.
But it's like it's literally just down to the fact that like you can't have a concept like this and have people running around just harassing new players. There's gotta be a longer protection period for people who are like just starting out, because I think the PvP protection is like what, a day or something. And then people show up to dudes' plots when they have them set up and then go, oh, well, I'm gonna use some cheap bullshit to get around the PvP protection, which I've seen before, and I've seen people do it with either guns or the fucking flame.
I just love the excuse, you can't get around it with the flaming bow. It's like, really?
You literally have... Don't we have it on video, I think? Because you have the, you know...
I just have the one idiot admitting it. Yeah. And he was like, oh, you know, he's like, I've done it myself a ton of times. Plot twist. The guy who ran the UN actually left America or got kicked out, and then he joined the Caribbean. Who would have guessed?
Yeah, what a big surprise. Fucking stupid Brit.
Oh, Canada.
See, Canada's low-key chill. They just want to, like...
They just want to chill out and build some snowmen.
Chill out up there.
Yeah. That's why I love Canada. We're literally all the way up near the northern part, by the way, too. Wait a minute. I think let me check that outpost over there. VTECHGUY. What is that? T/T spawn VTECHGUY. Where's VTECHGUY? Yep. I wonder if VTECHGUY was here before or if they moved, because I don't remember them.
They're really there before. I think maybe I think there was like one dude going towards like the far north. It's hard to tell because like sometimes people get on at different times and stuff.
A lot of these little towns are literally like one house though, and maybe a farm. So, like my
Like that's what kills me too, though. It's literally like, hey, we're gonna like make a town, right? And it's only gonna be one house, and we're just gonna use it to raid people nearby. That's basically what it kind of is. Like we're the outlier on this, and that we actually built a big town, and we're just doing that.
We got a buddy from Greater Phoenician Realm that just showed up. Let me give you food. Let me give you food, Solid Snake. Where do I want to go to? Where did I want to go to? I wanted to go somewhere. Is that the outpost? Yeah, I think it was the outpost I wanted to go to. Or no, it was it was actually New Orleans because I wanted to go hunt for cows. To finish off some missions. I need to harvest a bunch of carrots. Who has carrots? Do you know anybody has carrots?
I don't think so. I don't think anyone in town has carrots. I don't know if we just haven't gotten them from anyone or.
Why is a carrot farm?
Yeah, we need like 1 or 2 carrots. Is basically.
I need to make a carrot farm. Let's see. The shears real quick. Also,
Help! I accidentally killed someone. He just died after I slept.
What does it say?
In the chat.
Oh my gosh. Better watch out, Asunder. I'm going to come over to your house. I'm going to shear your sheep.
I don't think you can actually do that if you don't have the permission. It's weird.
Well, I can get into his house. It's interesting. True. I'm the president, and I can TP everywheres. Do anything, honestly.
I guess it's so that you can. Towns, so. I guess it's so you can make sure that like people aren't like abusing things. I don't know. It's weird.
Dang it, Asunder. Trapped on your jungle area. This spawn. I don't think.
So I'm currently digging towards you, Asunder. I'm just This is taking a second. Because I am using stone picks and not wasting
Another settlement needs your help.
It's like, well, there, Preston, calm down.
Is there an ender chest nearby? Oh shoot, is Kauai even on?
Oh yeah, they're on. I should make more stone pickaxes now that I'm thinking about it. I can dig this out fast. I only have 3 in my inventory, but I have a bunch of wood and stone, which is the one thing I do have a lot of. Besides gold, which is worthless. Thanks, Minecraft. You know, that's one quirk I've never really understood in Minecraft. Why is gold so worthless? Like, they actually... Like, everything else is really cartoony and stuff, but, like, for some reason, gold has the realistic depiction of just basically being...
Just butter.
Like, literally, yeah, it's just... it's stupid. It's just butter.
Let's see.
Bruh. gonna throw this in a different.
Let's see. Some of these missions can get really hard, honestly, for $500.
Yeah. Some of the missions can also be like really stupid. Like some of them, anything that involves blazes, you might as well throw it out if you don't have a blaze spawner location. Because honestly, like trying to get one to spawn naturally is just, you know.
I'm surprised the server even has another, honestly.
Yeah. It doesn't really. I'm not sure if it works properly from what I can tell, but like it works. I guess you can go there and do things like you can shoot zombie pigmen and stuff. But you know, it's just weird. There's so many people online that you never see in chat because no one wants to talk in the main chat.
Oh, well, if you hit tab and you lag for a hot second, you'll see it shows everybody who's online, even if they're not in this server in particular. Like, this server may only have like 30 or 40 people online right now, which is another thing. Like, maybe it's just because the weekends it's always full, but I think they do need to up it from 80 to 100 instead of opening all the worlds. I mean, it is going to get a lot bigger during the summer, I will tell you that one.
I mean, it'd be nice if, like, there was a bit more focus on it, honestly, and it wasn't just like, oh, hey, here's, like, 10 different, like, people who... Like, here's, like, 20 different one-person towns, like... Although the problem with that is, if you do that, then people will actually have to trust each other, which, honestly, I don't trust people on the Minecraft server. Like, the one time we let random people in, they stole everything back when we had the plot system set up weird.
Actually, we didn't even have a plot system back then, because, like...
Oh, yeah, no, because we were just starting, too.
Like, we had, what's his name? We had Baseball Boy, but the plot system, I think, we just didn't have any money. That was the problem. We needed people, we needed people to give us money and to set up the plot system, because... How the plot system works is what you need to buy the chunk, and then you need to put the chunk for sale, and then someone needs to buy it. And then the town hall needed to be set for like assistants and above, or helpers and above, and like friends only or something. Apparently someone told me apparently, what's it called? Sorry, there's a message I do back. He was asking about coming to America, about our alliance. I'm honestly trying to remember who this dude is, because there's a bajillion people in the world. So, oh, Berlin, Germany. Okay, that's who he is. What was I going on about? I forget. I was too busy trying to figure out what Germany wanted. So. Oy.
Like how there's like 5 Caribbeans online, they're just sitting in Caribbean. They're like not.
Yeah, they're like mourning the loss of Cheatinator. They're like having a little funeral for him.
Yeah, they have a little Minecraft.
This guy even looks like a little German dude.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the plus side with digging all these tunnels is that my mining is going up, if that helps at all. Not like it really does, because it's just stone. I guess we got the town hall for a meeting room, technically, but that's like... Well, actually, you got your office downstairs in the town hall, I just realized that. What do you mean by that? They kind of... I feel like that monster wolf guy might be a secret Caribbean.
Like, maybe we shouldn't just talk in the middle of the court area, like...
Yeah. See, I do understand why they don't just have one server, though, because, like, again, there's...
I should be... I took it to my office and figured I only have one chair in my office. It's only my chair. Be like, all right, take a seat.
Take a seat, everyone. I'll soon. Understand you're new to world too.
About 2 weeks old. About 2 weeks old. Oh shit! Actually, what was that?
Oh, you did nation chat. Yeah. What chat is Lee even using? Like direct or what?
He's in LC local chat. Whatever.
I mean, I guess it'll like hear him. I guess it's because I'm in the tunnels, whatever. Oh man, someone actually made Uganda. Right. So it's taking a while.
In Germany. Who's even in charge of Germany? Tausis, Lithium, and Striker are the assistants. Yeah. The main person is Boy My Boy.
Just like tell them they're dealing with their own problem.
Well, yeah, I'm not.
Actually, who was at war?
There's two allies at war. We don't intervene. Like, am I wrong?
I think Scotland's allied, because I don't know.
I keep on doing NC because I'm so used to NC instead of LC.
Well, I got a feeling that Scotland might be like, you know.
Sadly, I'm about to throw Kale under the bus because I'm about to be like, yeah, we also didn't appreciate him basically giving the Caribbeans weapons.
I mean, pretty much, like, he gave the Caribbeans weapons, and two, he also kind of pulled us into a lot of BS that we didn't need to be. Like, I mean, realistically, this is a European problem.
He said, okay, this will be problematic for our nations. The Scottish declared war on Germany for no apparent reason.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Also, Sundra, I dug into your basement a bit, so now you can actually, like, connect it, like, redo the walls or whatever.
That's not good.
Well, no, that's good, because now I can use the escape time. Because this is, like, this over here, like, this block is, like, the border wall, so, you know, I'm just gonna... Yeah.
I can't believe I'm talking out this in a Minecraft text chat.
Oof.
They only did it because Whiskey wanted war. He said it himself.
Oof.
Just for the sake of war.
Yeah. I mean, again, not surprised.
He is allied with the pirates.
Oh, he's allied with the Caribbeans? Well, fuck him.
I won't forgive them.
Well, if he's allied with the Caribbeans, then fuck Scotland. Like, for real.
Like, I don't want to go to war with Scotland, because we did...
Well, because the other thing is Scotland's far as hell away, too. That's the problem I have with, like, the way it did the alliance. Because literally it's on the other side of the world.
I mean, we can just do /n spawn Germany, but...
I mean, yeah, that's true.
But, at the same time, like... Vehicles. And what worries me is if we go to Scotland, they can just do end spawn Caribbean.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with that. We just need to get more equipment down, honestly, more than anything else. Like, that's our main problem. We just need more fucking equipment.
I'm so glad there's not a nation tax. Nations would be dead left and right.
Yeah. I mean, if there's a nation tax, let's be real, the Caribbeans wouldn't survive. They probably actually might, just because they go around stealing money from people, but apart from that, like, oh, I want to cut that down, because that's,
That's the only main problem I have is we are extremely close to like the Caribbean. So all they have to do is just boat over here. Well, not even boat because they have like planes and crap and helis. So our allies.
I mean, if they're already allies, then we're gonna have to worry about them anyway. So we might as well like buddy up with Germany and be like, "Yeah, we'll come over and help you in case some shit goes." You just need to get equipment. Like, I mean, honestly, the main point is you have to tell them, look, a lot of our players aren't, like, here for a while, so we actually need to get equipment first before we can go declaring war, because we're not going to win with iron and sword against people who have guns. Like, we're going to have to use some, like, guerrilla tactic bullshit in order to make it work. I mean, really, our old president fucked us and pretty much threw us under the bus. That's the worst part. That was like the one time, though. I think at one point the president got on and said, "Oh, we're allied with the Caribbean." I'm like, well, why the fuck are they attacking us then?
It's not recollect our strength. It's the fact that we don't have guns. Like
Yeah,
we have iron. We somewhat have diamond. We just don't have guns or vehicles. So
I mean, yeah, that's the issue. That's what it really comes down to. It's literally we don't have guns or vehicles to actually like have shit. Well, there's the problem. Okay. So are those two basements connected? Yeah, they're connected, so I can technically have one entrance. Okay.
Well, the thing is that Germany and America are the two biggest nations. Scotland only has 28 people. Between Germany and America, from our town, only 2 people have diamond armor again. What are you doing here, Thunder? He just comes out of nowhere looking at my window.
I mean, basically, like that's the thing, though. It's just that we don't have the fucking capital to keep a constant war. Actually, no, we can't keep a constant war. Like that's the thing. I don't have a gun, but if I did, I'd probably be able to wreck them pretty hard. Bruh. It's like, are we really gonna go there? So the thing is, if we cut a spider tunnel...
He's also a hacker, so I mean,
Yeah, exactly. I don't know how people lose a 1v10 against him. I literally corralled his ass, but... I literally corralled his ass with some arrows and stuff. Like, literally a 1v10. I don't know how the fuck you lose that. Like, I'll be real. Like, you mean to tell me you lost a 1v10 with gun and all this other equipment that you apparently have against one dude?
What do you like to do for fun on a Tuesday? Oh, I like to discuss politics and nation relations in Minecraft. Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, should I stream some Fallout New Vegas?
No, let's do politics in Minecraft, because we're fucking stupid.
Yeah. What's wrong with us?
I don't fucking know. We play Arma 3, which is bad enough, and then, like, politics in Minecraft. I don't know what the fuck we're doing with our...
Well, it's not. I wouldn't say it's recollecting strength. It's more of.
I mean, that's what it kind of is, though. It's basically recollecting strength because our last president was an idiot and gave the Caribbeans like 10 guns. That's really what it comes down to. Really, when it comes down to it, because it's not that like the players individually are bad. We just don't have the fucking equipment. Just leave him Beppis. No, there we go.
He just teleports away.
Should build up a proper sewer wall over there, actually.
I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this whole Scotland situation, though.
Yeah. I mean, if they come attack us with the Caribbean, they probably will do that eventually, but...
Yeah. We're gonna need more outposts.
I don't know, here's what I don't like, right? We got thrown into all these alliances, and Germany's all the fucking way over there. And Germany and Europe is a mess as well, because even if you look at the world map, there's so many people over in Europe, and the US, it's basically America, fuck yeah. And, like, then there's the Caribbeans who are, like, over there. That's it. See, what I think we need to do when we get more equipment and supply crates and stuff is that we need to, like, get, like, dedicated hunting parties to go out for these supply crates, and then start either equipping new people with guns or rolling over there as, like, the Minutemen and just ruining that day whenever they show up to do things. I mean, I like building in Minecraft, and like that's the thing though. I've never been like big into like the PvP thing because it pretty much comes down to who has diamond and who doesn't. That's basically.
And now that they have the new PvP system, it's kind of like weirder too. Because I was so used to just like the hit, you know. Now you have to.
Now you gotta like time your hits, and it's stupid. But the problem is the bar doesn't seem to come back like a normal.
It just drags it out. Honestly, I think that's my problem. So.
That's the problem. It drags out the combat when the reality is if someone has better equipment, they're just gonna win anyways, unless you do some really janky. So let me put this here. So that's blocked off for the most part. Actually, I got an idea. I have an idea. Hey. Give him the money.
Cheater is gone. Do 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 do.
I mean, basically, yeah.
I think that he. Let me check what he said. I can quote him for a second. GG was good run. Someone in the server is friends with Mr. Adam. He banned me from Raisin again. Rest in peace, Caribbean. I leaving the server was fun.
He literally got banned for X-ray hacking. Are you kidding me? Oh, we got banned for no reason. Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
I just loved hearing them cry. The one dude, he was like, "Well, there's no reason to be here anymore." And I'm like, and the Thunder was like, "Please leave." I was like,
yeah, there's no reason to be here. Then please leave. Leave everyone alone. Go fuck off to some other server. No one wants you here.
Go to World 4. Go back to harassing Kale. All right.
Yeah, Cheater is just not a.
That's the thing. Like, we just don't have, like, if you look at their money, look at everybody's money, like, they're rolling in the dough. I mean, it helps that they have James, who's like VIP plus or something. So like, he gets all that extra cash already.
VIP plus, also known.
He's only in Taiwan. He doesn't give money to the base town, I think.
That's the other thing too. Is like their towns, how they have it set up. Like, we have all 50-some people in New Orleans, just stacking it, where they have them like spread all throughout with like little towns here and there. So.
Yeah.
Like, I was just talking to Germany.
So I saw, basically, I was at school last period about an hour ago, I think, approximately, and I saw Boy My Boy and Taos is in the Caribbean. What's up with that? Did they fail a raid? Because I saw them disappear from there.
Unless they're fighting them, they're probably talking it out. Let me see. What is it, Germany?
They were running around. I don't know.
Yeah, they're at war with the
Caribbean. They're probably fighting them. Well, apparently they're at war with Scotland. Scotland is allied with the Caribbean, so that's a thing.
And everybody's at war with the Caribbean, basically.
What's new?
The Caribbean. I'm honestly surprised, like, Greater Phoenicia and them aren't at war with the Caribbean. So.
I think Phoenicia is a not good team, honestly.
You mean nation?
I don't know. I just don't really like them. They seem very preachy and annoying.
I don't know. I haven't really talked to them so much. So.
Do you know Nakat, the guy that was like talking in chat constantly?
He's in general here. I talked to him here and there. I can't remember. Where did Iz go to Greater Phoenicia, or he go?
I think he went to Korea, didn't he? I thought he went to Korea.
Yeah, he went to one of those two places. So I think he made an embassy or something in mine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was too busy making the outpost, so that's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm probably gonna spread outpost out.
Did you make an outpost in Nunavut?
I made an outpost in Carroll Harbor, Canada.
Why?
Because it's far away from the crazy boat people.
But you know we're Canadian.
Yeah.
I mean, that's.
But you're not going all the way up to Carroll Harbor. Have you seen where Carroll Harbor is?
Why do you think we've populated the East Coast so much? Because we're doing something. We're creating towns and strategy.
I don't know.
You know that all of the towns on the East Coast, other than Newfoundland, yeah, every single town in the East Coast, Canada, is a colony of mine. So, other than Newfoundland, so you guys should try that.
Well, no, I want to spread out. Like, I want to have an area in Canada, an area in Australia, maybe an area in Africa soon. So.
Can you stay away from like lower and East Coast Canada?
Well, lower and East Coast is not a problem because we.
Yeah, I want to be far away, like from the Caribbean, like at a moment's notice.
I mean, honestly, an Africa outpost might be a good idea because apparently the mining in Africa is like a lot better, which is why Cheatnator was using an X-ray pack over there.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, like he has. It's like, oh, we have.
Can I add on and say that James Boy James has admitted to me about X-Rang? I don't have proof of that, but like, I know that he's definitely said, you know, he could go back to the mines that he's been in.
I wouldn't doubt it. But he's also got a layer of protection because he's what's it called?
A VIP plus dude, probably.
Yeah,
people are getting banned left and right, and that.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I think these guys are all part of the same raid. That would probably make a lot of sense, huh?
Yeah. Then again, I don't even know any of the mods or admins or anything. They're all kind of just random. I don't even know.
They don't play World 2.
Yeah,
I think Wandog's the last person I saw.
I don't know any of them that play on World 2. Like, I've been here for 2 weeks, and maybe not even 2 weeks, but
I mean, that's the thing. You can't.
Till last night.
That's the problem with the rules I have. You literally can't have rules this vague if you're not going to be active on all the servers. Like that's
yeah, they space them out too much, or not too much. They keep them conjoined in one little area. They need to space them out more.
Keep what conjoined?
Most like admins and stuff and the staff, they're all in just like.
Yeah, they're all on like World 1 or like World 3 or wherever.
I heard something about World 4 was like the Wild West also. There wasn't any staff. So.
Oh, hell yeah. World 4 is the fucking Wild Wild West, dude. The first hour I was there, and like, first towns that popped up in Korea, Holy Divinity's town, because he's MVP++, and he made a town immediately. He's also probably, I think, the leader of Phoenicia, which was the first nation that popped up in World 4. I'm glad that Nakat didn't get to do it this time. So I think Phoenicia's kind of a haphazard nation. It isn't even a nation, it's like a confederation of trade states, and that's really dumb. Because it isn't even about trade state. Yeah, Greater Phoenicia isn't even about trade, it's just in electing people into your town. There isn't any nationhood about it. We won't accept people outside of Canada to be part of Canada, so like, why would he just be going like, ooh, Phoenicia exists in, I don't know, Estonia, you know, like.
You ever play a game called Hoi 4?
Yeah, basically. This is like
Hearthstone. Yeah, actually no. On the other account, I do have like 600.
It's the Hoi 4 effect.
Yeah.
Hoi 4 effect of just conquering.
Yeah.
I think this game wouldn't be as popular without Hoi 4, honestly.
Exactly. Or Europa, maybe, but.
Europa's a bit yikes.
Cool. Europa has a bit of a learning curve there. Some of the boys here have been playing Victoria too, which is even more of a learning. Yeah.
Well, not that it's a bad game, but like, you know what I mean.
Curve for it. I'm not gonna find any cows out here. I'm just glad there's no nation tax on the server.
Oh, yeah, that's like real in most places.
I mean, the town tax is already kind of a bit of a pain when you're not VIP++. Or I don't want to tax people. So.
Like, keeping a big nation is the worst. Because, like, I deposit all my money in, and then I withdraw small amounts if I need to buy something useful.
I don't buy jack,
but, like, with
honestly.
such an inactive town, I'm just gearing up the people that I can, and making sure that everybody has their upkeep. And if somebody doesn't have
here's a good question. Can someone actually steal helicopters or no? Like, if it's yours, right? Or, like, what's the deal with that? Okay. So it might actually be worth, once you get enough money, investing in, like, a proper helicopter.
So
like,
once you have one, it's just yours forever, and you can go into the garage, right?
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. I always thought that if they blew up, like, that was...
Yeah, that isn't... I don't think that's how it works usually. I'm not sure. Though, because I don't have a helicopter.
I've never seen this.
My nation doesn't have any vehicles at all, so.
Dude, I don't even have a house.
Technically, you don't
have a house. I have a little underground thing that I work from.
I have one little office room. That's it. People will be like, "Where's your house at?" They expect me to live.
I live out of
house.
a cave. Like, that's basically. Also, I wanted to make an underground city. Wouldn't that be cool?
That's what I'm planning to do, honestly.
I swear to God.
So
it'd be unrateable, and you could make it big, and you could mine so much. Like,
yeah, that's the best part about the outpost is people never know like where you're at. So.
Yeah, I was scrolling through it because I look at the DatEarth map a lot while I'm in school, and like I scroll through and I'm like, wait a hold on, flimmity jimity second here. What is this? And none of it here. or sorry, like the Northwest Territories region.
We literally made an outpost somewhere else just so we have like place for like if we get new people coming in, like the Caribbeans are being assholes.
What I did was I went to Toronto and I started walking for like I think an hour or an hour and a half straight until I got to like the very tip part where the snow was. And then I was like, yep.
Toronto only has a couple days left. I'm just saying, I think they have about 9 days left to live. So just get ready for that.
Yeah, that's... Most of the towns, honestly, is like... If they're not there, they're gone. That's what happened to Philadelphia. Someone was asking about that.
One of our towns, the Caribbean, did some really cheesy thing and bugged somebody with invites. Basically, somebody made a town and then we invited Red Bay.
Yeah.
And then the Caribbean sent an invite, apparently. And so we went and did that, and then it glitched, and it said they have no invites, and then they had to make their town phone.
Goof, you missed last night. Like,
it was wild.
What happened last night?
Oh, the Caribbeans, they just kept on coming over, and that's why we made the outpost in Canada. Like, they just wouldn't stop, and they were spawn camping.
Yeah, no, they literally camped our town spawns. Like, even if people were coming in, it would be like, oh, hey, like, well, basically you're dead, so we had to
I feel bad for Simple. He's like, hey, I want to try out that new server y'all are playing. And I'm like, yeah, it might not be the best time right now. He joins, instantly spawn kill.
Team's gone, and I think he's quitting, as what I said earlier. He just keeps on getting banned for, this is going to be his 3rd week of banning overall.
Yeah. Oh, stop fucking cheating. There you go. There's your fucking...
His name is Cheatinator, though. So.
Cheatinator, yeah. He's also being a cock, so... He is a cock. He joined last night and was like, now that I'm unbanned, who do I attack?
Instantly goes to New Orleans.
Like, literally gets unbanned and, like, not even a day and then goes back to New Orleans.
The day we started New Orleans, he started, like...
Not even within 10 minutes, he came over and he was like, give me quartz, I kill you. I'm like, we've been here for 10 minutes. How the hell are we going to go to the Nether?
And he abused the fire system so he could get past spawn like PvP protection.
Yeah, like, I honestly hope the Caribbeans just leave.
The admins kept on saying, "Oh, we fixed that, we patched that." You didn't.
Bullshit, you did.
Simple got killed by it yesterday, and with the guns. So.
Yeah, like literally, Simple just joined the server. He still had the PvP protection, but like he still killed them through.
And they were camping town spawn, so I told him, I was like, "Look, I was like, just go to the outpost for a while. I was like, eventually they'll get bored and they'll just leave. And besides, like, they're too dumb to split up. Like, honestly, they could have split up and just came after us while we were building the outpost, but they were so dumb. Just
well, the only thing is, Cheatinator camped like the town for like an hour after that, and like kept looking. He kept coming to my house, so I'd pop a hole in the window and just like shoot him. And then he'd run away again and come back and not do it again. And like he just wasted all of his potions until he went to Ken's house or like a Sunder's house. And then like pressed his face up against the glass and then fucking like then he got nailed with an RPG and died, and it was the funniest shit.
Oh, Sheen died?
Yeah, no, he died and lost all of his stuff. I have his arm.
That's the only way to
You're not allowed to.
Yeah, you're not allowed to. Trapping's not allowed.
Exactly.
Like, literally, it's, oh, hey, you have a way to, like, actually get past people who are using, like, diamond armor because you just started and don't have much stuff. Well, that's illegal.
Like I said, it's not consistent because you can have wars, you can raid, but you can't go into chests. You can't really take money
like, the
if they
thing
deposit
is, James
money.
literally, like, trapped someone with a nether trap last night, and, like, someone put in a report for it, and I bet you 10 to 1 they threw that report out. He's not getting banned. There's no way in hell.
No, dude. If you donate money, you're...
Actually, I got him banned for a day because he built something in the ocean, so...
Yeah, I saw, you can see, like, their ticket requests and stuff like that.
He literally terraformed the ocean, so, like...
and it was sort of aggressive in the fact that it was off the coast of Canada, and I'm sure that he would have joined the Caribbean anyways, so...
Yeah, we called that, too, during the little UN meeting. Like, this guy's gonna end up in the Caribbean. Because he was trying to protect them way too much, so...
I mean, he was literally, like, using the U.S. to protect the Caribbean and, like, give them all his stuff. That was the...
Just keep all your stuff in an ender chest, fixed. Like, if you have any guns, anything that's worth stealing, put them in an ender chest. I have, like, stacks of diamonds, stuff like that.
Like, I really don't have Jack. I'm too busy trying to, like, maintain the town. Like,
I mean, I have stuff. It's just a case of it's nothing that right now I want to lose. So I'm just holding on to it until we get into it.
The problem is I don't have any good missions. I always get missions that are, oh, Wither Skeleton. Like, can somebody ask the owner to change that somehow? Because that is not... Nobody can do those challenges. We literally throw them into lava because we cannot complete them ever.
I mean, pretty much, yeah. That's the other broken thing about the server. They give you, like, they have these missions, and the missions, like, for the most part, like, some of them are reasonable, like, oh, enchant some hose, or, like, you know, go and enchant some boots, or, like, craft a gold sword. It's like, oh, that's pretty reasonable. That's not, like, unobtainable. But then you have stuff where it's like, oh, hey, you have to go and, like, kill this many blazes, or you have to go and, like, do all this other stuff. It's like, okay, well, for one, there's no blaze spawners left. I think the only blaze spawner that's left is owned by, I think, Korea or someone. And for two,
Korea got theirs griefed, and we have one, so...
Literally, I think James actually went and griefed their blaze spawner, too, so, like, that's another funny thing. Literally, the Caribbeans just sit running around ruining everything because they're assholes.
The Caribbean needs to be outlawed. Like, they're not creating a good... like experience for people on the server, you know?
Well, that's the thing. It's literally all they do is they go after new players and bully the crap out of them, or they go after nations where they only notice that like 2 or 3 people are on, and they go after them when 2 or 3 people are on and no one else. It's like,
yeah,
okay.
They steal from like the small but rich. Like
they try to say, oh, we don't attack new players in new towns. Literally 10 minutes of us being here, and there was like 8 or 9 of us. But of course, we all had like sticks and like wooden swords, and they had a flaming bow that could go past the anti-PvP. So like,
yeah.
But they also thought we were dumb enough to like keep our money in our back pocket. I told everybody, I was like, deposit the money. I was like, vote, deposit the money.
Like, at most, I lost. Actually, I didn't lose anything because I didn't die the first time he showed up. I tried to dump lava on him, though, because he was being stupid.
It's like, money is essentially useless.
We got Sheen to kill his own dog back in the day on the first raids. I think VTech was there, I'm not sure. It was about a week and a half ago, around the 10th.
Yeah, when
our first raids on the Caribbean, when Sheenator was going around killing people in Europe, we kicked him because we didn't want a war to happen.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we ended up going and raiding him with like 15 people all from like different countries, like Korea, Germany, everybody. And we were running around since he had PvP protection on. Also, Lol Out Wild 1, I have a brilliant screenshot of him saying, well, what do you expect? We're gonna lose the raid. It's like 3 versus the goddamn Avengers, and that's the funniest line still from the whole trilogy.
I mean, basically, yeah.
The goddamn Avengers! I think Kale has a screenshot as well, because that was basically them admitting they lost the raid.
I mean, but pretty much, yeah.
And we got, like, he was using lava buckets to go on PvP. Disabled land, and so Kale ran in, or no, I think it was Blaze or EyeSocket that ran in and stayed on his dog, and then they were so dumb enough to place it and they killed their goddamn dogs, and it was the funniest thing.
I was talking to Tossus or whatever, and he was saying, I was saying, oh, like, we have the 3 biggest superpowers here, and he's like, I don't know if I'd call America a superpower, and I'm like,
it really, I don't know, it really isn't at this point.
Not like, in the we don't have weapons, but we have people. And he was like, well, we had 10 people versus Cheatinator. And I was like, well, he does use hacks. He was like, this is before when he wasn't. And I'm like, well, yeah, quote unquote wasn't. I said, maybe Germany isn't the superpower. And he's like, touche.
Oh no,
I mean,
I think
it was a 10v1 and apparently they lost. And I was like,
yeah, because they were sitting in a window with an X17 or like MK19 or whatever it's called.
I mean, don't go to the window.
Yeah, no, you can't really fight against that if they're just sitting in windows and shooting out at tiny little people.
Yeah.
I mean, that's when you sit there and go, okay, that's when you pull back.
Yeah, that's why he lost. Like,
yeah, but there's too many people to organize with.
It's not that hard to organize 10 people. We do arm it. Like, I guess.
Yeah,
but, but when they're not in voice chat, all there for their different reasons.
I mean, I guess so. Yeah, but like literally, it's.
We get everybody here in a voice chat. We're like, okay, buds. The Spuds are killing us. Going to the outpost. Taking a trip to Canada.
Sunder, put like a door downstairs so that you have like a way that you can control to get into the sewer, because I'm having it so that all the plots can control their own door into like the sewer. It's just a case of I don't want it to be like, what do you call it? I don't want to put it on the road side of it, because then you can't get out of your house.
I don't know why Joseph Joe Stalin is in Quebec for some reason. What's this fella doing?
That dude's like running like really far now, apparently. Yeah.
I don't know why. He's been there like for an hour or two, because I saw it on
He was also down in the Caribbean, I was pretty sure. So I wouldn't be surprised.
I've been watching. I just don't like people in my goddamn land. Next we're creating Quebec City.
You said you're creating it next, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get people that I can rely on to make towns. And then we call them our colonies. But eventually we're going to release all our colonies to be their own thing.
I rely on Baseball Boy to do everything building wise because he's my best builder.
Oh, yeah, he likes
I was like, this stuff is gorgeous. I was like, I'm over here building like a 10 by 10 cobblestone like hut over here essentially to
Same
hide,
here.
So
I don't know, I was just like, my town, like if you look on it on the map or in person, it is built out of necessity, not of abundance. Like, if that makes sense, it was built like and expanded naturally instead of like being built from the start resource like heavy, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Where it takes a lot of resources to build something nice and takes a lot of time, where we just built something quick and fast and it works really well. So that's why we just built along the coast, gave people land, said go at it, I don't care, because I let people build whatever they want.
I think our system was build a road, look left, look right, put that plot for sale. Build a road, look left, look right, put that plot for sale.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And eventually
So I think that's what
here's a
Bathurst
commerce center.
does.
I mean, I'm honestly debating taking it that one extra step and lining anything that isn't on the road with soul sand, so that if someone tries to do any raiding bullshit, they're gonna be slow if they try to hide like out like between.
What?
He's gonna basically make it so they're slower than we are if we're not on the road. Yeah,
It's
but
awfully
like,
confusing.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. If they get on the road, then they're gonna be in perfect eye shot of every building, which means that once we get proper guns out, it's gonna be funny because a lot of buildings have high windows. It's basically gonna be welcome to Stalingrad 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo, of course.
but like, the main issue of that is, like, they just look ugly.
Yeah, that'd be that's the downside. We could just like put water there instead, because water still has the same effect. Because this is New Orleans, so it's always flooding.
Yeah, it's true. It actually flooded here last week, so.
I hope Fallout 76 takes the line of No Man's Sky, where maybe eventually the multiplayer is okay.
Yeah, we're talking
But it's
about
unlikely.
76 in the chat right now, Goof, and this guy was like, yeah, I've played it since January until I got burned out. And I said, yeah, the people in New Orleans, we played it religiously until pretty much the end game, and then there was just like nothing to do. So.
Yeah, pretty much.
Making bricks is the impossible challenge, like, Jesus Christ. I don't know how many you need, but like, 64 divided in 4, you get 16. So you need somewhere near like 20 stacks of like clay being smelted.
Dang.
Just to be able to get like one minuscule challenge done. And that's basically impossible. Like, if I started now and then I might finish by tonight, but we need to make a list and send it to Lamb on all the challenges that we cannot do, like, or cannot do easily.
Well,
That's why
it wouldn't be so bad if it was a normal world gen, but the issue is that like the world gen is like weird because of the way they're doing them. And on top of that, it's also the case of there's a lot of areas you just can't touch to do the things. Like there's a ton of clay like in New Orleans, but the problem is you can't touch half of it because it's in the ocean.
My big problem is just the guns, honestly, because
yeah.
to get the guns, you need a supply crate. The supply crates are like sparse here, there, everywhere throughout the world. In order to get them, you need to have a vehicle because there's already 10 other people who have a vehicle who are getting there faster than you are. So
Yeah, and that's how you get vehicles as well.
yeah, it's just sell guns and sell stuff people want. So, but most people don't sell guns unless they're selling them to people who are going to wage war also.
Yeah.
There's always going to be like a finite amount of guns in the world because they don't typically break. So like,
Yeah, that's true.
every once in a while, new guns are introduced. I have like 3 or 4, maybe 5 guns in my like end chests and stuff like that. But like most of the chests, yeah, they think a lot of people like have guns sitting in their inventory and they stop playing or something like that. So it's really only natural that like the percentages that the amount of guns in the world is going to go down, right?
Especially when a person like Cheatinator who probably has like a bajillion guns, he's like a walking arsenal, gets banned.
Yeah,
So for 2 weeks, there's less guns now.
Yeah.
I don't know, more than two weeks, honestly.
I still don't know how the last U.S. president had like what, like it was something crazy. Like he has inventory full of guns and he died, and I was like,
What probably happened though is
yeah,
like,
Kale, I stopped supporting a long time ago when I left because he just made so many bad decisions, like in wartime, you know.
What happened was the server probably when it first came out, they just gave people a bunch of money and a bunch of guns to start up nations and stuff.
I don't think they did that.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised.
People did it naturally, I think. Because you can get a lot of guns from one supply crate if you're lucky.
How old is the server?
I got some of my best guns from.
Because we've been here for 2 weeks, so.
May 3rd was when I joined, so. I don't know. May 3rd, because that was, what, 2 weeks ago? That weekend I was playing 2B2T all weekend and like staying up until 4 a.m. for the queue.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, man, I want to play a server like 2B2T that is like expansive and has an old community, or at least will go far into the future. And then I was like, you know what? You know what's cool for community building? And I was like, oh hey, like EarthMC. And so I went back there, but then I found out that a YouTuber apparently made a video on it, and so the queue was too long, and so I left. I used to play OG EarthMC like a year or two ago, back when it was actually like good. But then when the server started up here, I was like, oh, that's cool. I came in around the tail end of the first week for World 2, and about at that point, there was only a couple of nations. I think America existed.
Goof, you still
came
here?
Yeah.
Goof and I think Goof and I watched that video, and I said, this looks like a lot of fun. So then we probably waited like 2 or 3 days, because like, I don't know, stuff was probably going on, and then we were like, hey, remember that EarthMC server? Like, well, it's probably overpopulated, and I don't want to sit in a queue for like 2 hours to find a server. I said, honestly, do you want to like try to find an alternative one? So we did some hunting, we found this, and then he was like, hey, let's go to World 1 and join New Orleans or whatever. And I was like, no, let's go to World 2 and let's make New Orleans.
That's cool.
And next thing I know, I'm president of the United States. So, you know, things work pretty fast around here. We went from no New Orleans to New Orleans with at least 10 people, and then more and more of the people were like, hey, I see you're having fun on Minecraft again. Because they know we got like 30, now we're inviting random people to join because we actually fixed the plot system. That was our biggest problem, honestly, as a town first starting off, is we didn't have this plot system because we couldn't, like, everybody was getting on me because they were like, hey, we can't trust random people. And I'm like, yeah, I need random people's money so I can make the plot system, because if not, you guys aren't going to have a house. Like, some
can't
guys
take
just go
people's
walk
monies very easily. It's really sucks. Like, you, I wish
like,
that there was an option where you could. Sorry, go ahead.
We were like, just vote, donate, give us money, you're good, no more taxes, and that's how we've been living.
Yeah, but you can't get people to vote, really. You can't force people to do that sort of stuff.
When they first joined, that's how we've joined, we've grown, and we're just like, give us some money, and they go, okay. It's like an admission fee.
Yeah, I asked Goof's girlfriend to join for the longest time. I was like, we need your money. I was like, you can go, you can sit at a plot for forever, you can not own a plot, I don't care. I was like, but we just need your money to survive as a town. Like, I need to expand if I want to be able to survive the Caribbean attacks. Like,
oh man, I was born in World 2 in a time before the Scots and the Japanese and the Caribbeans.
I still want to know what's up with the Japanese, because I was told the dude got banned who made the Imperial Japanese Army or something.
Oh,
Imperial
yeah.
Japan.
Japan was definitely a fighting force to be scared of. I really appreciate that they're that fucking rowdy and can, like, fight Korea 101. They're, like, raiding Shanghai every
Just
other
like
day.
real life, they're fighting.
Yep. Can we get out some nukes, or, like, what's going on here?
I think the only thing that actually makes this really playable at this point, honestly, is probably MCMMO, which is kind of sad when you think.
Yeah,
MCMMO was fun. I like it.
I really got excited when they said they were adding MCMMO. When they were doing the little poll and it was like, should we get rid of guns? I was like, hell yes. And then they were like, what about MCMMO? Should we get it? I'm like, hell yes. Because I hate the gun system, honestly.
Good decision after a good decision. But, like, I don't know. People spend so much money on guns already. I don't think that
Yeah, it's hard to get rid of it.
I mean, that's the problem. There's no way to really refund people unless you just give them like a full stack of like diamonds per guns or whatever. But even then, it's like its own problem.
Yeah,
it's just a case of
it's not good.
It's one of those issues of like it's a weird thing where like the guns have been around long enough now that people are probably like, oh well, I know where to go because I have it and blah blah.
I think that's exactly the problem. It's that we've had so much money or whatever wasted so and so on this strange thing that probably isn't that good of a system to have on a server, especially like this, because it just divides people so much. There's people that have the really good guns, and then there's the people that don't have guns at all. Like,
yeah.
I think there needs to be a better way to do this.
The only way to get guns is either get lucky and get them from supply crates, or buy them for like an exorbitant price off of someone, which new players aren't going to have that kind of.
Yeah. It's definitely not the best way to do it.
Like, what is it to get? What's the lowest vehicle? Is it 5K or something?
4K.
I've never been.
And it's the boat or the Jeep.
So that's 4K. You get $500. Usually it's like $600.
Jeep isn't good. Boat's sort of okay. Yeah, I think that's everybody agrees that boat's okay, but Jeeps, the tank, stuff like that. It's land bearing, slow. No real point in having it because of like the terrain and the way that everything is.
Yeah. I don't know, but the boat, when you're living in New Orleans, like, it's not
yeah, but I really wish that trade worked like how it would in real life, because we'd be rich, bro. We'd be bang. Like, if like we could have traders come in through our river, like, dude, we'd be making shit tons of money.
Yeah, then you have to worry about the Caribbeans. So they'd probably try and raid it thing, and then maybe.
Whoa. I didn't know that compasses pointed to supply crates.
Yeah,
they did if you right click, yeah.
Well, there's one 10,000 blocks away. That's fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, speaking of that,
that's
there's a video of me and Oz traveling for 40 minutes to go to a supply crate. We never even made it there because Cheatinator got there, like, instantly because of his damn heli. And then he comes back after getting the crate while we're in Sao Paulo, just chilling, meeting this new guy named Go Gaming from, like, a German colony. And Cheatinator goes over there and kills Go Gaming. He's like, why would you do this to me? I didn't. Like, it's literally just him and his, like, Church of Scientology in a little colony in the water.
Yeah, like, the dude literally just, again, new player, like, was a surprise, but, like, literally just joined the server, and then that happens. Like, okay.
I don't know if he was that new, but... Because he was doing better than us a little bit, I think, at that point. Because we were just...
I didn't know that it would be so useful to have a compass. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cheap to make too, and there's plenty of redstone. Not so much iron, but there's plenty of redstone. So it's like you might.
There we go. Another mission I can do.
Yeah.
I got unbanned. Really?
I'm waiting for that. Cheatinator has been unbanned.
Yeah, I'm
oh god, if he's unbanned, I fucking want to quit. It's well, not really, but like, you know what I mean. It's just gonna be.
That's
such
what
a
I told
wait.
everybody else. I was like, look, like, I don't want to quit. I said, but the other thing is, I can just go play a different game and then come back when they're like not online, you know. But at the same time, like, I don't want to go to World 3 or World 4, World 1. Like,
fucking.
We've been doing a lot on World 2, so.
Great.
It's a wild, wild west, and every single one of them
that because literally it's against the rules to trap your spawn.
Monrovia had a kill trap with hoppers for a really long time. I think that just recently got fixed.
That's literally against the rules.
So they're unbanning the guys that they banned for...
To fix it, because I think that Inflexible probably got word from a higher up, because he might be new or something like that.
It's like, hey, you can't ban, you have to mute him or something.
Yeah, I think that
from like
his
24
judgment
hours,
was
probably.
changed. Yeah. Which, yet again, it doesn't always make the most sense, huh?
Can you name Outpost, by the way? Can you name Outpost?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think you could. I wanted to name it, but it wouldn't let me.
Somebody got the supply crate. Yikes.
What's your name on the map?
Mimic.
Yeah, some Space Raider dude found.
I don't know who's
fucking
over there.
Space Marines running after supply crates in Finland. Also, I don't know how the Siberians exist if it's against the rules to reference communism and stuff like that.
I don't know,
Like,
dude.
they literally were born out of, like, Politburo idea of booga booga, you know? I don't know how to describe it.
It's one of those things where being an Earth server, like, I would completely be okay with anything, honestly. Like, I think
within
it just
reason,
brings
you know?
it that much more, like, hey, you know, like, we have to
What's up,
unite
bro?
against
You
these
know,
guys.
like-
Yeah. Like, oh shoot, Nazi Germany's here. I was like, well, we gotta deal with them, you know.
Well, that's interesting. That's a fun thing, but, like, I think that there should be power balances set in by some people, like, because then it just gets boring. You
I
know,
want
like,
it to be like a game of Fully 4, where it's like, oh shoot, America's changed their government, and it's like Confederate States of America has risen up.
oh man, that would be cool.
I don't think they would let me do that. I think that somebody would cry.
Somebody would cry. Yeah, no, that's a good description of it, honestly.
I mean, pretty much.
Yeah, they'd send. I get a good message, and it's like, hey, you can't do that. And I'll be like, why? I was like,
Because it's Nazi, like, bro, like, you're literally a Confederate out here, like.
nah, dude, like it's okay.
Play Dixieland for me that one more time on the flute recorder, boy.
We're friends with Mexico. They were like, we'll build a wall, and I said no. I said no walls in this America.
That's fun.
I mean, literally though, we'd put a wall in the ocean to block the Caribbeans off.
I wish that terraforming was less of a rule. Like, building in the ocean, not good. Like, but, like, I shouldn't be, like, chastised for, like, building a bridge over a somewhat long area if it's, like, over the water so that big boats can go through. I don't think that should be something that people should, like, chastise you for. Especially, like, because, like, building outside of claims, who cares? It's your problem if you get grief or something like that, you know? You should be claiming stuff if you don't want it to be grief, and that would be a solution to the griefing problem as well, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, but then you have to see. The thing is, if there were less rules, I'd honestly be more of a
Wild West.
like more of a dick, honestly. For at least like me personally, because I played on servers like this before where they had a plot system and stuff, so I kind of knew how to get around certain things. It's just a case of, since they have their rules, I don't go there because I figure they always have people watching it.
Apparently not.
That and it would be the one case of like, oh, like something happens, and it's like, oh, well, obviously it's New Orleans. Like, okay.
I don't know. If we were to make a rule list, what would be the rules that are definitive should be on there?
No hacked clients like X-ray or crap like that.
Yeah.
That has to
Good,
be like
good
number one.
establish, yeah.
Um,
An Anarchy Earth server would sounds kind of fun. I don't know.
no blatant like racism or like harassment and stuff like that. Like, I don't think for saying for calling yourself Jap, I don't think that's bad at all when they're when they're literally Imperial Japan. Like, I don't think that there's anything bad with that, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, pretty much, yeah.
Besides, like, the obvious ones, like the ones that every server has, think more like towny and like what you can do and what you can't do. I think that for like some of the establishing rules, or sorry, the lack of rule, should be you're able to do stuff like, say, make a town however you want. You shouldn't be forced to, like, also remove upkeep, sort of, or like make it less. But I was thinking just have a better system for, oh, hey, you build here, it's your land. I think it should be you claim the chunks that you need, like, attached to your other part. But you should be allowed to, like, cut down forests and stuff like that, and, like, dig out chunks and stuff like that. I don't think that should be, like, a problem if you're able to fix it, sort of, you know? Unless you're, like, destroying an entire region.
Like, we had to get rid of, like, part of the forest, because, like, what we were building over there. Like, I mean, like, again, like, we didn't get rid of the whole forest, right? I mean, we had to cut down some trees and stuff.
Not only that, I had to, fix the, what's it called, when we first got there, the Mississippi River is so small, so I made it bigger, so you can actually, like, you know, sail a boat, so it's way bigger than it used to be.
I mean, that's the thing. It's literally like you're trying to make New Orleans, right? But the problem is, like, you made New Orleans in a way that, like, isn't even accurate anywhere close to the way it looks in real life. So it's like,
So then, what's the redundancy of not terraforming, right?
I built on the west bank. that's a completely different.
I mean, I think
state,
it's just a case of like it needs to be like set up with of rules within reason, because it's a case of like, yeah, like you don't like terraforming too much isn't good. Like if someone just builds a giant like cobblestone dick, then like no, obviously that's
yeah, like no, like if someone just builds a hole like through it, like and basically.
Like I dug a hole, I dug a hole big enough to like show up on the map. It's like okay.
Well, someone put a little thing on last night that I put in the chat where it's like a smiley face and it's like I'm here or something like that. And it's like in Africa.
I would have drawn like help or something like that.
Yeah. That's something I want to do sometime. But then remember, pixel art is banned, which I also think is kind of a dumb rule. I think that to an extent, if you're making giant like continent-sized. Like, if it's unnoticeable in, like, a forest, then good. But if you have, like, a white backdrop, like Greenland or Antarctica, and you're making ginormous pixel art, then I think you should not be allowed to do that.
Well,
like,
if you're stuck in the Sahara, I don't know if saying
oh my gosh, I swear if the Caribbeans did this, I'd be pissed.
I think that's you genuinely going
what
in the middle of a shithole.
You remember, Goof, I'm not gonna remember this either. Remember when we first came to New Orleans, and there was that guy who had, like, a little... like 2 markets set up and like his pet wolves and like some stuff.
Yeah.
All that's like destroyed. And the wolves.
Call an admin.
So. Well, his area wasn't claimed.
The guy who left. I think the dude was here before, but he left.
He was here before us because he was one of those people who like, you know, you have to. If you're gonna make a town by yourself, you need to at least be on for like 5 days because you need to have enough money to make a town and then the upkeep also. Cause
oh, that guy! Yeah, the guy that was trying to build a place in like Mississippi. I remember that.
Yeah, so because they destroyed. I actually was building over to his little trade area because I wanted that to be like a little market because I was like, oh, you know, there'll be like a little remembrance of them, the unnamed colonists. That's what I'll call them. But that shit's destroyed, so I have to rebuild it.
Yeah.
I don't know. We have a lot of drifters coming from Maritimes because we have days that we recruit a lot of people. I don't remember what the days were. We had 2 days that we got a lot of people, but then people just leave after they get what they need. Like Todd the Dino made a little town in Anchorage, and he was a long time member of the Maritimes, and then he just up and left. And I feel like there should be a rule like if you join a town, you stick with them for 5 days, or like an unspoken rule at least, right?
No, I don't think that because there is the issue of people do just spawn in Africa. So they'll join a town, teleport. Like, people have done that. They teleport here, and then they go to start their own thing. Because, like, that is a major issue. Like, when you spawn in a desert and that, like, there's... Like, I literally saw a guy, and he goes, hey, guys, how do I get out of this endless desert? I go, it's not endless. You're in the Sahara. It's just big. You have to walk a while. Like, it's... Like, I feel like an actual immigrant. You know, like I'm just like I got a boat. I gotta sneak through border security.
Yeah, the first night on here is kind of reckless. It's crazy.
Apparently, somebody was jailing people in the town because we kept on getting notifications of like someone's broken out of jail. Like literally.
You don't even have a jail.
No, towns can make jails, and you can jail residents.
I mean, why? Like, I don't really see the point. Like.
I wonder if you just leave the town, does it just...
Yeah,
does it give you that notification?
I don't know how that works, because that would be pretty dumb if you join a town, they put you in jail immediately and you can't, like, leave or get out or anything.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
That'd be a dumb idea.
I mean, to be fair, there's already some stuff on here that's kind of a dumb idea, but...
Oh, well...
What happened?
Remember the, what do you call it? Remember the 1866 mod?
Yeah.
Yeah, the map is stupid. The map is...
Yeah.
Yeah.
The map is a little out there, so...
It's out of America, which kind of sucks.
The 1866 one actually used to include, the Caribbeans and... I don't know if it still has South America, yeah, it should have South America, a good bit of it at least.
1866. Or the 1860 mod.
I remember there was a mod for Arma 3 that was like a, what do you call it? It was like a Revolutionary War mod or something. It was really
there's no plan.
Yeah, we played with it, remember? I don't know if you were there when we did it.
we played with it a little bit, but like we didn't really do too much of it. It was a neat idea. I'll give it it's just a case of like it could be a bit more like developed. I'm not sure if they actually finished out that, and also there was like one musket that like really sucked, and like one that was basically like a one-hit kill.
Oh yeah, there was one that it was a one-hit kill and it would reload instantly. There's one that it actually took time to reload and shit.
Yeah, and like it barely did anything. If I remember.
I think there's
Not
two
only that,
different mods on this.
If you played with AI, they would just go, they would shoot, and then they'd go onto the ground, and you go, well, fun playing, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty funny. Like the whole thing that happened with that. It was a neat. It was.
I don't think any of the Caribbeans are on actually.
That or they're hiding. I'm not sure.
No, I don't think a single one of them is on because I'm like tabbing their names right now. Yeah, not a single one is on.
Earlier they were on. I think that Taos and whatnot lost a battle to them because I saw them disappear. I think I said that earlier actually.
That was the
I
perfect
know.
time to actually play.
Taos was saying how like apparently we didn't help them against Scotland. And I was like, well, I thought we were allied with them. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he was like, "Did you help?" He's like, "Why weren't you helping with Scotland?"
we
I'm
literally-
like, "You guys are both our allies." It's like that's your problem to duke it out, you know. He's like, "They
Yeah.
attacked
unless,
us,"
Unless
like,
Scotland is
okay.
allied with like the Caribbean, then fuck.
which they are. That's why I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Well," I was like, "You're not wrong in that aspect." I was like, "But I also don't want Scotland just slash end spawn the Caribbean and bringing everybody over here to give us a rough time now." So, because that's just
Yeah,
more idiots
that's
with
fair.
guns. But then he was like, "Did you help out with the war?" And I was like, "No, I told New Orleans not to help out in the war when Callow was president because we had bigger things to do, like control the town and make sure we were expanding
we
and
have bigger
stuff."
things to do, like manage the city.
Yeah, like it
It's
takes
like
a while to
literally-
build up a town of this
I
size.
think
man.
that's the problem with the U.S. though, like with the way it was run originally, because it was basically like, oh well, we're gonna help this person, this person, this person. It's like, okay, well that's great and all, but one, they're all the way over fucking there. For two, none of us.
Yeah.
There's actually a new town called Port Park, and this one dude that runs it. Let's see, what was his name? Port Park.
Does the compass
Tartan.
point to the supply drop?
Yeah.
I think so.
The dude.
Oh yeah,
Tartan,
you're right, because it isn't directly north.
He
Alright.
sent me a message. He was like, "Yo, can you help me out a bit?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Are you in the Discord?" Because I wanted to make sure all the Americans were in this Discord because they had another American Discord, but I hate having 50 bajillion Discords. Like for instance, there's like there's a Phoenician Discord for every town and stuff like that. And so I was like, "Look," I was like, "just join ISR." I was like, "Plus you'll get to play some other fun games too." So he sends me a message. He's like, "I'm 8." I was like, "What?" I was thrown off a bit because I'm thinking of like my 8-year-old brother. I was like, "There's no way he'd be able to figure this out like on Minecraft. He's just too busy on Fortnite." I was like, "Oh," I was like, "All right." I was like, I guess you're not in the Discord then at all because you don't know what that is or whatever." And it's funny. I was going through his stuff in the in his house or whatever. That's not claimed. It's funny. So how he has it set up is if you go to spawn parkour or Port Park, whatever it's called, it's like you spawn in the well. You spawn in the well, and that's the only part that's claimed. Like the other house for someone else in his house is not claimed, and he actually like sleeps in the bed at night. He doesn't go like I was going through his chest and he was just sitting there at night sleeping. I was like, what in the world's going on? And inside of his chest he has this book. It's so good. It puts a smile on my face. It's called How to Colonize by Tartan Original, but it spells colonize wrong. It's literally like my little brother when he tries to spell anything. It's just how to colonize. Sail to the place you want to colonize. Then write the Declaration of Colonization on a sign. Your new colony will become big and strong the more you take care of it. I love that. Like I think
British skipped a few steps, huh?
that is the most humble thing I have read ever.
That's pretty awesome.
Your new colony will become big and strong the more you take care of it. Freaking Knight, I'm gonna message Knight and be like, "I remember you guys went wrong." He's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "When you guys were taking care of the American as a colony, you didn't take care of it to be big and strong." And you forgot to write the Declaration of Colonization.
What?
That's a big word right there. I was impressed.
Declaration of Colonization. That's pretty advanced for how old is
Yeah, he said he was 8 or whatever. I said, I said there's no way you're 8 because my 8-year-old brother would be playing Fortnite right now. He was like, I'm smarter than a 9-year-old. I said I don't know what that has to do with anything, but okay. Oh man, so I hooked him up. I gave him the hookup. I gave him an enchanted bow and enchanted armor and crap like that. And I said, hey, stay away from the Caribbeans or whatever. So that was nice. That was heartwarming. Let's see.
I got a supply crate. Let's go to T-spawn and open this pucker up. What did we get?
Let the good times.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I got a Sturmgewehr. Nice.
Made to make a compass.
I never get ammo. Do you guys have the AA-12 ammo?
Dude, I don't even have a gun.
Fuck.
Dang, I made a clock on a compass.
Yeah.
What the heck is a compass? Is that stone and redstone or something?
It's with iron and redstone.
Iron.
Which
Yeah.
no one has a fucking. Apparently ice loves.
Actually, we have a ton of iron at the outpost now. Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks to that.
Yeah, a couple mining trips get too much iron to count. Strip mining at level 13 is the easiest way to get everything you want in life.
Like it took me-
Declaration of Colonization. Oh man, I'm gonna write one for every single fucking town I have. It's like 9 towns. I was listening, I was like, oh, is he gonna say like, oh, you put down a sign and declare that is a colony?
Actually,
But
what
no,
is
just
it?
write a book. Declaration of
Yeah,
Colonization.
he has a book that's literally called How to Colonize.
Only book in my town borders is one that I wrote to my friend Kobe. And hold on, I'll actually read it. It's fucking brilliant.
I really hope
think
that
I
book
was
stays there.
retired.
Like I really don't like. I swear, if there's dirty,
Enter chest it.
No, because it's his and it's in his chest. Like I don't want to. Like I'll take it out and read it, but I won't take it out and just like mine. He'll be like, "Where's my book at? How to call?" He'll be freaking out.
It's not going serious.
Yeah. What is it? I swear, if the Caribbeans come over and they steal his book or something, I'm gonna kick their ass. Like, they're gonna get freaking Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
That's why I'm kind of pissed.
Yeah.
I'm kind of pissed that there's no explosions, because, dude, I would totally, like, bomb from, like, an airplane. Like, I would land, I would have, like, this little, like, base in the air, and it would just be, like, dirt, and I'd just be like, go, bombs
Like, that
away!
is the
and
good
I'd
part
place-
about, like, faction servers. Is you can make, like, TNT cannons and crap like that. So,
Dude, that'd
You
be so
can't
much
make
fun.
them on these. I don't know why.
I'm
Be
gonna,
cool.
I'm gonna give him a clock, actually.
But what if we made, like, artillery?
He's got a ton of missions. He must have been here for a while to make this.
Yeah.
Man, I don't have the book anymore that I wrote to him, but it's something like Cobby, Cobblestone Dick, slip under the jeans, and then I signed off as Karen, and I don't remember what the fuck he was about.
Karen.
Yeah. My boy Jojo1159 made a town, but the Caribbeans glitched it. Oh, I already told you this.
We need to build a wall. That's what Sunder says.
You build a wall with the Caribbeans.
Make the Caribbeans pay for it. Ooh.
They got enough money to.
Build a seawall.
They got more than enough.
I mean,
money.
realistically, you probably could build like a fence around like the perimeter of like New Orleans, basically, to
That's
make
nice.
a big trap.
You mean a levee?
Yeah, but then you'd eventually just like have to expand past that.
Maybe. Just use the
Sheet Meter
R3
has
combat engineers.
2,500 in his bank. James Boy Beza has 83 cents in his bank for some reason. I think most of it's probably in his town that he owns. I think he owns Pirates Cove or something, or Taku Fort.
Yeah.
Yeah, he owns Taku Fort in Taiwan.
How do you? They have 6,000K in Pirates Cove. How do you? They have 5% tax in Pirates Cove. I'm actually surprised there that they have tax.
They probably tax new players or whatever. Is my guess. They're like, yeah, people have to be active or whatever.
What was I gonna say? How do you? I see that some people have like nothing besides the like some of the towns. Like for instance, for Canada has nothing next to Maritimes.
What?
Like
What
if you do /N Canada, like Maritimes, there's nothing beside it besides like a coasties like Hamlet, Newfoundland's Hamlet, Halifax Hamlet, stuff like that. But then in America, where is it? Oh no, actually it did change. There we go.
What happened?
I was trying to find a way to change it, because I guess those were the capital cities or whatever. So I was trying to figure out how to change it.
Oh yeah,
for New
Maritimes
Orleans.
doesn't have anything near it because it's Metropolis, I think.
Like, it wasn't changing at all for New Orleans for a while, but I guess it finally went through. Yeah, because we're in Metropolis also, which is pretty cool. So
We got Metropolis like a week or two ago when we hit like 40 people, and we haven't really budged since.
So we're at 51, Maritime's at 39, Limburg 64, Carthago 68, and Berlin's 89. I'm guessing Berlin was like one of the first cities, so that's why it got swarmed with people.
Yeah,
So.
probably.
Canada's fallen behind as the most populous town because Limburg made their own town, so...
Maritimes was doing hella good, though, back when they were at America. I remember that.
America didn't do anything for us.
Same.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Literally, well, you guys are really new. I don't know.
We got stuff from Korea. Like, Korea was
like
hey, here's like 20 iron blocks.
Like
Korea saw who was invading. Like, we were having these guys be assholes, basically. It was a really dick move. They joined our town, took everything from our precious items, and were like, if you would want it back, fight us. And so we're like, okay. And then Korea came over. He gave us like full iron armor and potions. And then we made him run away.
Yeah.
Like, at the time, we didn't know that lava wasn't allowed, so
we got raided by like 4 people a couple nights ago by the Caribbean, and we killed all of. No, I killed all of them. They came in iron armor, and I caught up my A12, and I just fucking. I fought them a little while with swords, but I was like, this isn't going anywhere. We're healing up faster than we do damage. You know, 1 versus 4, gotta do damage to everyone. Not the best. So I went back. I put on all my diamond armor. A12, and then they started running when I killed 1 or 2 of them. They just exploded with loot.
I mean, yeah, they carry a lot of stuff on them, which is funny. I always find that a bit.
It was iron armor and some guns. I don't remember. I think they had a Luger.
I mean, still.
Uh-oh. People messaging in World 2 discussions. Let's see what they're crying about.
Oh boy.
They're probably complaining that Cheat Nader got banned. Which honestly, fuck that guy.
Is there a way to tell if a moderator and an admin's near you? Because I swear I hear like some random sounds here and there. I don't know if it's just me going crazy or if there's actually like someone near me. You know?
I don't know.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Now I know I'm going crazy.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there was, like, just like a moderator flying around.
I think there is probably. I think there is a plug in that has that.
I wouldn't be surprised one of the Caribbean boys was butt mad about, like, their guy getting banned. They probably brought up some, like, fake bullshit. They'd be like, oh, well, they're cheating. Yeah. It's like
I think it's funny how Holy Divinity said. Someone said, "Is killing people for no reason allowed?" He said, "Yeah, just don't spawn camp unless you're not at war." So you hear that? If you're at war, spawn camp the hell out of them. But we don't even do that. That's the thing. Like, we don't even go anywhere near the Caribbean. Like, we kind of just chill here in New Orleans all day. So.
Caribbean is definitely the offensive. We're the defensive. They're offensive. Sorry.
Well, it's because their stupid tower is literally, like, just a bunch of windows. Like, they made it just with the intent of, oh, well,
James Beza made a meme, and he said, VTECHGUY and Naked actually use an offensive language toward other players. No, I only use offensive language toward the Caribbeans, and I tell them to kiss my red, white, and blue ass. It's not my fault that the server doesn't pick up ass as a bad word, so therefore it's not a bad word. Because
I can defend what Cat said. He said mongrels yesterday. I don't know if you were reading that.
That's not even bad. Like, I try to say retarded in the chat. I try to call him retarded, but I have to get creative with it and call him brain dead now. So.
Yeah. Basically, what they did last night was Nakat called, I think Scotland or Caribbean, I think, mongrels, and they were like, "Oh my god!" And I was in the Discord with them, just briefly listening in on what they're doing, and they were like, "Oh my god, he said mongrels. Can we get him in trouble for that?" So like the I don't remember who it was, the girl on Twitch that watched a PewDiePie video and he said Twitch that is like, "I'm copy strike this guy." Like, you know the one, like.
Yeah, basically.
Alinity, yeah.
That's what
Literally
it basically
Alinity.
is. That's the problem. Like no one takes the server rules seriously too. It's just a joke.
I didn't mention I actually had a big lunch today. Okay, so I went to Wendy's, and I was like hunger. I was like,
Offensive language, yeah. They said the S
Yeah,
word. Oh my
yeah,
god.
he said shit. How could he?
Ball.
How could they?
Language.
I was quoting them. I promise.
No.
Mongrels. I don't think, did he even spell mongrels right? Let me see.
No, he said MONGRELS. So yeah, spelled it right, but he didn't spell place like mongoloid or something
Yeah, he
like that.
spelled
That
it
would be a
right.
bit offensive.
But
I mean, they are one, but you know that's a different story.
I call them wannabe Somali pirates. So I mean,
they are
or I call them
mean,
boat hobos also. Because that's all they do is they go on a boat trip to harass people, and I call them boat hobos. Unless they take the heli, then they're heli hobos.
So,
but still.
I got really hungry today, and I was like, I'm gonna eat big food. And so what I did was I got a Dave's triple from Wendy's. I got a Dave's triple. I got some chicken nuggets, and I got like it was like a frosty
Oh god, Asunder. We're gonna get in shit for that. You gotta take the wall down. Actually, we might get... I mean, maybe. We might get in trouble for it. Well, it's building on the waters, probably. Is it noticeable from the... whatever.
Map's gotten better at updating quickly. Like, in the first little while, it was like, oh, it doesn't update for an entire day, but now it, like, updates pretty quickly.
Yeah. I just looked outside my, my ocean view, and there's still a wall there, and I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm. Make a wall in it with windows.
Did Avatar Chris get banned? No, I don't think he got banned. Maybe he made the ban
wish.
appeal for Cheatinator. Because that's all he made.
Probably.
He made a ticket for ban appeal.
Oh, what a fucking surprise.
There's tons of ban appeals actually in the thing right now.
I bet you 10 to 1, 90% of the ban appeals are going to be from the Caribbean. Like, I don't even have to look in there, I just know.
You just know.
Well, we didn't do anything. It's like, okay, well, that's a lie for all.
Okay, buddy.
Nominations are for Mexico.
Actually, that's what I might do. I might make it so that all, the little, side path areas out of the town are blocked, so they gotta come in from, one of two ways. Or they just put fences up. So they either gotta come down Main Street, or they gotta, stay on the path, some other thing like that.
It was funny, Goof. They tried to say that everybody knew Orleans was cheating just because Haig was running around in a floating boat yesterday. And I told him, I said, I had trouble trying to install Optifine. How the heck am I going to try to figure out how to install cheats for this thing?
Yeah. Did have trouble.
Yeah. I was like, meanwhile, Goof can't even load in for more than 5 minutes. Like, if you want to see what I really do in New Orleans for the last couple of minutes of this good old stream here we've had for the last 2 hours, it's literally this. I run around in a circle, checking the Dyn map, seeing if anything needs done, and I just run around the courtroom. Like that's it. I don't do much at all.
I've just been digging the Kong tunnels the whole time, so there's that.
The Kong tunnels? Sorry,
The
what?
Viet Cong.
Nice.
I've been digging the Viet Cong tunnels pretty much.
Deposit 500. I think my next big thing will be to go and make an outpost in Australia or something. Or maybe in Africa. So
I do Africa first, personally, because, there's no...
Can you just stay out of Canada besides that one that you made and, try not to expand it much more, or,
No, I didn't. expand it really at all. I think I maybe got like the 4 blocks around it just to make sure they weren't gonna do something scummy like teleport in or something. So.
I mean, basically, I don't even think it has a surface connection. I think it's just literally a bunker, pretty much.
And that's why I have it like doors everywhere.
Yeah, it's pretty much just like the escape bunker, effectively.
Yeah.
You know, you'd expect me to take sides since I'm Canada and like, but really, I don't take sides with anybody. I'm just an asshole to everybody, and I know that's sort of like the edgy thing to say. Is like, oh, I'm equally I'm equally pessimistic towards everybody, but I just don't give a damn who you are. Like, I'll make fun of my allies. I'll make fun of everybody else. It really does not matter to me, you know, like.
Port was crying yesterday. He's like, "How could you hurt a pacifist?"
It's Caribbean.
And I was like, "The Caribbeans, dude." So, like, literally, we were here for 10 minutes. We did nothing, talked to nobody. We were trying to figure out how this town system works, and this guy just comes over the flaming bow and starts hitting us. We're like, okay, I guess this is how our experience is gonna go. So.
Oh, okay. Snaps neck.
Yeah, we were meant to fight forever, I guess. Which not even fight, defend forever. So.
I mean, that's the thing. We still have an undeclared war in the Caribbean because if they have war with us, then they can't declare war on other people. I don't think, unless it's not in the system. Because they're still waiting for peace, apparently. But I think they just keep losing equipment now. So whatever. We're just gonna keep the war going indefinitely.
That wouldn't be too bad. Also, god damn it, I tell my colonies or I tell my towns to not like block their spawn. But goddamn, they just keep on doing it.
Yep. There we go.
Endings. That's night.
Oh my god.
Oh, do you see what Naked posted in the World 2 discussion? Because James was saying that we're the toxic ones because we keep on saying to kiss our red, white, and blue ass. Meanwhile, he posted a picture of James Boy calling them dumbass or whatever.
I said it doesn't change anything because it honestly doesn't. If he posts a meme, who cares? Nothing's gonna change because the admins, neither does the community like Cheenator. He's not gonna get ban appealed. Nobody supports him getting unbanned, like other than like his cult, you know.
My favorite thing are these screenshots that I took of them saying some very nice things about the admins.
Send it. Send him in Discord chat.
That's what I'm about
or
to.
in the World 2.
So.
Who joined?
But that's where I'm gonna end it here for the stream. Probably played a little bit longer. Might get some for lunch though.
Yep.